What's going on, guys? It's Steve, and today I'm talking about The Lion King. Let's talk about the new Lion King remake. We're starting to get some critic scores on it. Today, its Rotten Tomato critic score was not that great. Not that great. It was coming in at 59% on Rotten Tomatoes all day today. And by the time I'm making this video now, it's at 60%. So it's come up a point, which is good. It'll fluctuate throughout the day. It's going to move up and down. But I just kind of want to talk about what some of the critics are saying about this movie and why they're giving it a hard time. Because Lion King, the animated version, is something that we all grew up on, and most Disney fans and most people in general cherished and loved. I don't know, very rarely you're going to meet someone that didn't like The Lion King. And so the confusing or the baffling part to me is, from what I understand, Jon Favreau did this movie essentially almost like frame by frame, or, scene by scene from the animated version, where he remade it in this live action version, or this CGI live action version. So it includes the same music, same characters, yada yada. I'm not sure then why this movie's critic score is so low. Other than, I know that critics, they have a tendency to be a little bit harsher on remakes, especially the Disney remakes. Sometimes critics view it as something lazy and, why aren't the movie studios making something new? And you know what? Sometimes I feel that way too. I would like to see some original content and original movies, but I'm not going to lie, I enjoy the Disney remakes. They make for fun movies to go see with the family and the wife. And but anyway, so I wanted to see, what's the deal with the live action remake of Lion King? Why is it having issues? So one thing I did is I took a look at this article on CNBC. And one of the things I noticed was this little key point here. And it says, while the visuals have been lauded as a technological achievement, from what I understand, the visuals in this movie and the CGI technology are superior. I don't know that we've seen anything like it yet. So that's going to be really cool just to see the CGI technology. But it says that the hyper-realism seems to be at odds with the musical elements. Something that the 1994 version was able to bypass by having anthropomorphic cartoon animals. And then it goes on to say about the 59%, 111 reviews, and so forth. But if you're not familiar with anthropomorphic means, anthropomorphic essentially I think is like animals or something giving something that doesn't have human characteristics. I don't know if it has to be an animal specifically, but giving something that doesn't have human characteristics, like a human features and smiles and expressions and so forth. I don't know if that goes there for just for animals or for everything in general. But anyway, that's another subject. So I went ahead and let me see. Yes, okay. Here's an image. You can see Mufasa with Simba, and it looks like Zazu. It looks awesome. It looks very real. This looks like the Lion's Pride Lands. I hope I'm saying that right. Or it looks like Africa. It looks like somewhere like a safari, somewhere where you would see real animals, real lions and cubs and so forth. And when I look at them, although this is CGI, I guess one thing is there's no human characteristics to their faces, which wouldn't make sense anyway, because it's supposed to be live action. They're trying to make real animals the realest they can with CGI and so forth, okay? So giving them a human smile or a human characteristic would just be kind of weird and freaky. So you know what, let's do it. So I Googled this image. I just typed in Simba, Lion King, clicked on images, and then I got these images here. So if we look at this picture, this is Mufasa. He has human characteristics, like his lion's mane. To me, it almost looks like long hair, like human hair. Doesn't that remind you of like a man with long hair? And he's got almost like human smile. His eyes are more human, got eyebrows. Simba's face is, he's smiling, eyes big and wide. Let's see. Obviously, this one, there's a lot of human characteristics in this animation here. Now, here's a little side-by-side, actually, comparing Simba 1994 to Simba 2019. But, if you take a look at this image of Simba from the movie, there's no human characteristics at all. Zero. Yet, every song, I'm assuming that the script is almost on point to the 94 animated version, but the songs are there, the singing by the characters are there. How does this animal sing those songs? You know what I mean? it probably, maybe the critics are saying like it has a feel of, you're gonna see what looks like real animals, like real lions and cubs, or Pumbaa. Look at Pumbaa. You know, he definitely doesn't look like the character in the movies. But anyway, you're gonna see like the real CGI versions of these animals singing these songs that we remember from the classic, from the animated classic. Something's gonna be missing, and I think what they're saying is that missing part is that anthropomorphic aspect of the character. There's no human characteristics, obviously, in this CGI CGI remake, not live, but CGI remake. And I think that's what's throwing off people, or that's what's throwing off the critics so far. My take is that if you can go into this movie, if you go into the film expecting that now, like if you know that, you know, it might be a little, something might be a little bit missing, something might be missing. The human characteristics of the characters, CGI version of the characters missing, then you can kind of just be prepared for that, and I don't know, hopefully it doesn't affect you as much. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting. And actually, I wanted to read something else from this article. Where was it? Maybe I've lost it already. But essentially, it was just another line in here too, where it was basically stating what I was just talking about. How the characters, by not having their human characteristics, the dialogue, the music, the singing, and so forth, it just kind of feels weird a little bit. It feels like if I took my dog, maybe, I don't have a dog right now, so I'm pointing to the ground. But if I had a pet right now, a dog, and I filmed him on camera singing a song, I can't put those same characteristics into the real version of that dog that I could if I was an animator. And I could draw him on if I could animate him and give him some human characteristics, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And so yeah, I think that's what the issue is with Aladdin so far. Now, when me and Susanna go to see it, we're gonna go into it knowing that, hey, it is what it is, but it's also, it's a cool remake. It's The Lion King. And, we can put that aside. Now, here's one thing I was thinking too, is that the critics had bashed Aladdin. What was Aladdin's critic score? I think I just saw it here. Here's Lion King sitting at 60%. Aladdin is down to, I don't know, whatever it is. That's 57% maybe? That's it? Yeah, okay. Whatever, it's not good. It's in kind of the same ballpark as Lion King. But me and Susanna loved Aladdin. We absolutely adored it. We thought it was one of the best movies we've seen in a long time. We really got a kick out of it. So, the Rotten Tomato critics, they're giving this movie a hard time, but they have their reasons too, that maybe you and I at home don't have to be so critical of. So I'm looking forward to it. We're still going to go see it. I just wanted to talk about that stuff a little bit. One thing in the CNBC article I did see is that none of the business people are expecting this movie to be a flop or a financial flop by any means. I mean, I think it's already outpaced Toy Story 4 in China. It's already been released, I guess, in China. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a financial hit. Whoever this analyst is from Bank of America is saying that because Beyonce is tied to it, excuse me, that should bring in a draw alone. I mean, the cast, Seth, all of these guys in here, I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be a disaster by any means. But it's just interesting to read and to see what they're saying about it and the criticism of it. So we're going to find out when we go see it next week, and we'll let you guys know. And, you guys let us know too what y'all think of it. So, but yeah, that's a wrap on this video. If there's any more updates on Lion King, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. But take care. Have a good one. If it's the first time seeing us, it's a great time to hit the subscribe button down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it the good old thumbs up. Give me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Lion King remake and its lack of make sure I say it right, the lack of anthropomorphic characteristics in the CGI characters. Is that going to bother you watching the song Hakuna Matata, where maybe it's not, doesn't look like a person singing it? It just kind of looks like an animal maybe moving its mouth a little bit. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see. So guys, take care, have a good one. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Steve.
You're dead to us.